guys, welcome to Keeping the Blues at Bay. We're doing some cooking today from the New Century Club's Reliable Recipes. I'm Abby and I'm your show host with the Middletown Historical Society. Today's recipe is called Hermits. We thought that was an appropriate name since we're all kind of hermits right now with stay at home. But they're cookies with raisins in them and they're really going to be very lovely. So I'm going to send you over to our cook. But before I do that, the person who submitted this recipe back in 1919 was Mrs. Julian H. Ford. We think these are lovely cookies and a wonderful way to kind of pass the time as we're all at home. I'm sending you over to our cook. Have a great time.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We're here to do Hermits today. So, the recipe says 1/3 cup butter, 2/3 cup sugar, 1 3/4 cups flour, 1/3 cup raisins, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons milk, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon cloves, 1/4 teaspoon mace, 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, and 2 teaspoons baking powder. Then the instructions are cream butter and sugar, add other ingredients, raisins and spices last. Drop tablespoon of batter on buttered tins and bake. So as you can see, we have a few things that we have to improvise, like what do we put the temperature at the oven for? What do we bake time? What is that all about? So there's a lot of things that we have to improvise with this recipe as well as everything else. So, but we're gonna go ahead and follow the instructions that we have already. Now, I did already put our oven at 350 degrees, and we're going to probably bake them keeping an eye on them for about 20 minutes to a half hour. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start with our 1/3 cup of butter and our 2/3 cup of sugar, and we're gonna go ahead and start buttering them. I'm going to go ahead and get our butter softened and beaten, and then I'll add in the sugar. Okay guys, so now that we have creamed our butter and sugar, we're gonna go ahead and add in our flour and eggs. So it calls for 1 3/4 cup of flour. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in, mix this up. Okay, so we're gonna add our 2 teaspoons of baking powder in here. And then we need 2 tablespoons of milk. So I'll just go ahead and add that as well. Okay guys, so as you can kind of see here, we have a little bit of a more drier batter. So what I'm going to do is, since we only have 2 tablespoons of milk and an egg and a little bit of butter to be our liquid, when I add in my raisins as the last bit, I'm just going to go ahead and put them in there, and then I'm going to knead them in with my spatula. And then I'm just going to go ahead and get in there with my hand just to form it a little bit better and make it all come together nicely. So as you can see now, we have more of a dough batter for our Hermits. All right, guys, so now that we have our raisins in there, we're gonna go ahead and put them on our greased baking sheet. So what it calls for is to drop the batter off of a spoon. But since the batter is a thicker batter, we could go ahead and just even roll them and put them on. So that's what I'm just gonna go ahead and do. I'm just gonna get my hands in here because I like to work with my hands with these different types of things, and I'm just gonna go ahead and roll them. And then once we roll them, we're gonna go ahead and put them in our oven that's set at 350 degrees. And here we go, guys. Look at these beautiful cookies. I'm so excited. They smell amazing, and I cannot wait to taste them. I hope you enjoyed making Hermits with us.